Hey guys, Marisa at kitchentablestamper.com. So in December, I did the cutest, I think it was one of the cutest Stamp-a-stacks I ever did. It was a mega Stamp-a-stack, Sharing Sunshine, mega Stamp-a-stack, made for You Bring Warmth Into My Life. There's a couple of samples that are left with a different designer series paper. It made 6 thank you cards, and it made 6 birthday cards. It's kind of a way to replenish all your cards after your holiday card making for your general occasions. Well, I have some of the Mega Stamp-a-Stack kits left. There's a limited supply of this kit that makes 16 cards. And every time I walked past it, I said, oh my gosh, that would be so cute with the new Sweet Songbird. Well, I redesigned it. Want to see the remix? We're gonna do this card today. I've done most of my kit already. I'm just going to lead you through each one. This is A Little Bird Told Me. It's the remix of our You Bring Warmth Into My Life. And this packet makes 6 of this card. This is a 3-video series. There's 2 more remix videos coming your way. I'll link them all below in the description as I finish them. I'll have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday series on the blog, kitchentablestamper.com. We're gonna make this card using this kit right now. So the first thing I'm going to do is get into my kit and grab the card kit. So inside that kit, you have host exclusive designer series paper, some ribbon, sequins, all the die cutting and punching done for you. Your cards are cut and scored, each one with its pieces in a Stampin' Up! Envelope. So this is a pool party card base, and I already cut my designer series paper. Now I cut 5 different pieces. You're going to have extra pieces if you cut according to the Wonder Recipe 18. So I did 5 pieces and mix and match. This is Wonder Recipe 18. It's where you take a 6x6 sheet. So in this case, I have this fun granny apple green pattern and this fun cross hatch. They started out 6x6 and they cut up into 1.5 by 3 inch pieces. And then I kind of mix and matched through the Stamp-a-stack with 2 1.5 by 3 inch pieces per card. All right, so we've got our designer series paper. It's already cut from the kit. Now we also do some punching and die cutting for you. So let's grab those pieces. And in here, we've got 2 basic white clouds. Now these were done ahead for you if you get the kit. If you're cutting your own, you'll need 8.5 by 5.5 pool party, scored at 4 1/4. And then basic white, you'll cut 2 clouds with the cloud punch. Now this little dude here, we're gonna put this one aside. It was from the original design, but don't worry, we can use it later. This is a basic white cloud, and we cut that one using the Give It a Whirl dies. Our hearts came from Give It a Whirl also. Basic white for the cloud, Fleur de Flamingo for the hearts. I love this die set. It is an awesome wingman die set. Of course, you can do the Viewmaster type card with it, but it's got really awesome pieces. Rectangles and scallops and hearts and stars and clouds and arrows and banners. It's a really great die set. I recommend you check it out. So those are the pieces from the card kit. Now the first thing we want to do is add the merry melody to the background. Look at that embossing and the music. It's just too perfect. So we're going to slide these parts to the side and grab our Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine with the Merry Melody 3D Designer 3D embossing folder. So we're embossing with a 3D folder. We need 1 for the folder and our card. The Merry Melody folder has the music going up from the line and down from the line. So it's kind of nice. It's hard to screw up the direction of it. We're going to add this to our folder and use that line below the Stampin' Up! Logo to make sure that we get our card in there nice and level so our music runs level across the card. Now when you're embossing an entire card front, you have to be very careful. You need to guard this hinge the entire way. We're going to take the back of the card, put it through the machine, and then we've got our folder so that it's on both edges completely lined up with the platform and centered to go through the machine. We'll put 4 on top and then square this up again. You don't want the edge of your folder to rub against the edge of the machine on either side. You could grate the fold right off your folder. If you're uncomfortable with this technique, you can take a 4 by 5 1/4 piece of Pool Party, emboss that, and then lay it on the front of your card as a layer. You'll have a framed music instead of edge to edge music, and that's okay too. If you use care though, this is a nice embossing technique, but you know that you're doing it at the risk of your embossing folder if you're not very careful. All right, let's work that score line with the bone folder. I like to pull the front of the card until it reaches the back of the card and then run my bone folder. And then we're going to turn it right side in. Do the same thing. Be gentle along the edge there. You don't want to press down the design you just embossed in. So pretty and so perfect for our sweet songbirds. All right, so now we are going to adhere the clouds and the designer series paper to the card front. And you'll see that I really did mix and match my 1.5 by 3 inch pieces. I love the buffalo check as well as this crosshatch. I'm going to use liquid glue and glue them down. I got too much, but that's okay, it happens. I'm going to just bring these 2 clouds together and they're going to share the glue. Now the designer series paper. And then I'll burnish everything down and get a good grip. So cute. Let's do some stamping with our Sweet Songbirds bundle. I love a punch bundle. You can buy the photopolymer 24-piece Sweet Songbirds with the bird punch and save 10%. It's in the brand new 2022-2023 annual catalog from Stampin' Up, and it is just too sweet. It really is, and it makes crafting a breeze. It's photopolymer, so we're going to get a Stampin' Pierce mat and some ink pads. I'm going to go into what's left of my kit and grab some cardstock. So in the kit, you'll find both the basic white and the So Saffron. So if you wanted to do this kit with the Sharing Sunshine, of course you can. You'll also find some Crumb Cake. That's a new addition. If you've got this kit while it was Sweet or Sharing Sunshine before the Sweet Songbird, you'll have to add a little bit of Crumb Cake. Now, ink pads. I have Soft Suede, Polished Pink, Parakeet Party, Daffodil Delight, Calypso Coral, and we're going to start with a branch. I'm going to ink my branch with Soft Suede and stamp it near to the bottom of the card stock here. Not too close to the bottom, because when we bring our leaves in, we want to make sure that there's room for them. They're significantly taller than that branch. So give yourself some room at the bottom of the paper. And then we need another set of leaves, just the 3, for our flower. And we can put that right in on the edge. Now, speaking of the flower, let's do a little polished pink bloom. So cute. Oh my gosh, I love this stamp set. All right, now we're going to check the orientation of our punch, because we need to punch that little wing. We're using the smaller songbird. There are 2 songbirds. One that faces right and can be punched. It's a little bit bigger. And then facing left is a little bit smaller guy, so it'll make really cute scenes on your cards too. This one, we have to cut our bird, but we can punch our little wing, so let's watch the orientation of that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my wing right on the corner and put it so that I can get into my punch that way. If you take just a minute before you stamp, you really can benefit from that time and punching. So you save what you invest on planning in the punching stage. All right, so we've got our little wing. Now let's get our birdie, the smaller guy. Of course, you can use the bigger guy, fits in the nest just fine, and then you don't have to cut. You can punch. He will face the other way though, that's all. All right, so there's our little bird. Now here's where the bird's gonna come to life. I've got the beak. We're gonna do that with Calypso Coral and just stamp right in that open space. And the eyes, we're gonna do those with soft suede. Haha, that's my favorite part, when the little eyes go on. Now I'm gonna slide this to the side for a minute. We still have to make the little sign, but first let's get the Crumb Cake cardstock and the nest. Ink the nest with soft suede and stamp. And now I'm gonna clear away everything but soft suede. We've got one more little detail to stamp. Got soft suede and Crumb Cake. Gonna slide the basic white cardstock back in. We've got our little wooden sign. Gonna ink in Crumb Cake. Stamp our little wooden sign. And then on top of the little wooden sign, we have the sentiment, "A little birdie told me." And of course you can complete that inside the card with some fun mix and match greetings. So there's "A little bird told me." I'm gonna set that aside for just a second and let it dry. You can say, "A little bird told me you've got something to celebrate." "A little bird told me it's your special day," and they're fun mix and match. You could also put "welcome" on the sign, or a little note of thanks fits there. So really cute. I'm gonna clear away the ink pads, grab my scissors, and we are gonna fussy cut these pieces. You can punch the wing. The rest of them are gonna need to be cut out with scissors. Ha, adorable. All right, so I'm going to first kind of roughly cut out and then get the details. When I cut, I'm gonna leave a little white border or a little crumb cake border. I'll get these guys all cut out, all these elements, and I'll meet you right back here to put this card together. All right, after I cut out my little bits, looked at my sign, it was still too dark, you can see. And then I remembered, oh, we have to second generation the crumb cake. So what you do is, for your little sign, stamp on scratch paper with your little sign, then stamp on your cardstock. Then when you stamp "A little bird told me" in soft suede, the crumb cake will be a little bit lighter and you'll see your greeting a little better. All right, let's do some assembly here. And before my little birdie's wing flies away, I'm gonna add a mini Stampin' Dimensional. I'm gonna put that together. I love that. That's when I think the bird just comes to life. We can put some dimensionals on the back of the sign. And then I'm also gonna put a half a dimensional on the back of the tiny little bloom. Isn't that the cutest thing you ever saw? Let's make it stand out, since we took the time to cut it, by putting a little bit of dimensional behind. All right, our sign and our flower are sticky. Let's get some liquid glue, and we're gonna adhere the branch. I'll just put that across our designer series paper. And then our bird and nest, I like to get the glue on them at the same time so I can kind of slide them into position. Put the nest where I want it to be on the branch. Just set down the nest. And then I'll slide my bird under the edge of the nest. Then we have a second to just kind of wiggle everything into perfect placement. Now our sign, "A little bird told me," and leaves, our little bloom, so cute. Almost cute enough. Now let's take those Flirty Flamingo hearts from the kit. We'll add them. They're just kind of floating up from the nest. I think that's adorable. And last, just a bit of sparkle. So in your packet, you've got a pack of these sequins, these self-adhesive sequins. You're also going to get a pack or several yards of bumblebee gingham. Now, it's your choice if you want to put the gingham ribbon on this particular card. You can see that we used it with the Sharing Sunshine, but I just don't think it needed it with the birds. So you just get that as a little extra bonus if you're doing the Sweet Songbirds with this kit. I'm going to add a couple of sprinkles on the card here. I'm using the pool party ones, and that's it. That's the first card in our Sharing Sunshine Stamp-A-Stack remix. I hope you enjoyed the project. I can't wait to share with you our remix card number 2 tomorrow. If you've got questions about the project, email Marisa at kitchentablestamper.com. To look for class packets while they're available, go to kitchentablestamper.com/shop. And to shop Stampin' Up! 24/7, you can buzz over to marisaalvarez.stampinup.net. Thanks for watching. I'll see you tomorrow in video number 2.